When and where was the salsa first made for the first time?
We started making this in the early 1990s, I think. And my sister, my mother, and my grandmother and I took this on, and it's become a family tradition, and I've made it every year since. My mother and my grandmother are both gone now. And my son Tony, Tyler's uncle, took over, and he makes it with me every summer. And my husband Melvin helps. He's a big help with it too, because it's quite a job.
Mm-hmm. So who taught you to make this homemade salsa?
Well, I really taught myself. I wanted to make it, and so I enlisted my grandmother. She liked to be in on the family things, and so did my mom. So the four of us got together and started making it.
What made you want to learn how to make the homemade salsa?
Because I don't like store-bought salsa. I don't like the flavor of it. I just don't like it at all. And I wanted to make something that I really liked and that my family really liked.
How was this tradition started?
Well, it was started with my grandmother, who was about 90 at the time. My mother was probably in her 70s, and then my sister and I. And we just started that tradition then.
So how much of an influence was your mom in your life?
Oh, she had such a great influence on my life. She was always so helpful. She would help me do anything, and that went to canning, cooking, anything that she could do to help me. She was always available to help me.
Is making the salsa something that you enjoy, or you just like to do it?
Yes, I do enjoy it. And the reason I enjoy it is there's so much satisfaction after you have it in the jars, and it looks so pretty in the jars, and then testing it, and that's a big part of it.
How long did it take you to master the skill of making the salsa?
I still haven't mastered it. I try to improve on it every year. Change something maybe a little bit. And then I have a daughter-in-law that likes really hot. Your mother. Yeah. Likes really hot salsa, and I don't like it hot. So I try to please everybody in the family with mild, medium, and hot.
How long does it usually take for you to make a batch of salsa, or does it take a little longer every year because you're trying to make it better every year, or does it stay about the same thing?
I probably take too much time trying to perfect it. Usually by the time my husband gets the tomatoes in for me, and we get them washed and blanched like you saw me do, it takes, I say all day, it takes at least 6 hours to make a big batch. I didn't make a big batch today. I made about not even a quarter of a batch today. And it didn't take but about 2 hours, but when we do a bushel or so of tomatoes, it takes at least 6 hours.
How often do you make the salsa?
Once a year.
Once a year?
In late July or early August, I make it, and that's when all of the vegetables are ripe in the garden. The tomatoes are good and ripe, the peppers, the jalapenos, and the onions.
Would you consider making salsa a valuable skill?
Not, it is to me. It wouldn't be valuable to somebody else, but it is to me, because I get so much satisfaction that people enjoy it, and I enjoy giving it as Christmas presents to people in the family and friends at church.